a push in life. Anybody can be somebody, through development and building one's capacity, financially, health-wise. Everyone can be better, 'cause we're taking you higher, You can be entertaining, so educated, making you so independent. Through Netwealth comes on, helping communities. Netwealth comes on, individuals and organizations. Netwealth comes on, Netwealth comes on.
Welcome to today's edition of Mindwealth for Life and Living. My name is Dr. Kingsley, Okonoda, and I'm your host for today's program. As you already know, the program Mindwealth for Life and Living is an initiative of Netwealth Consult to help you to acquire the mindset, aptitude and attitude that you require to make a success in every and any area of your life, be it business, marriage, career, politics, governance, and any other thing. We also help you to achieve and maintain a sound mind so that you can live a life of abundance that you deserve. On today's program, we'll be talking on rape and the survivors of rape, the mental health perspective. Sexual violence has been known to be associated with negative physical, sexual, and reproductive health effects. And it is important to also know that there are profound and long-term mental health consequences. The need for rape survivors are often overlooked by public health sector health services. In resource-poor settings like ours, most of the time when people look at the issue of rape, they want to look at the physical consequences, the physical injuries that have been meted to the person and all that. Services for rape survivors exist in some settings, but where they exist, they are naturally and generally limited to medico-legal services, and with little attention given to addressing their psychological impacts. We'll be discussing the issue of rape, especially looking at it from the perspective of the victims. I like to call them survivors. And to discuss these issues and many more, I've invited a colleague of mine to join me in this discussion so that we can do justice to the subject matter. However, we are going to go on a short break. Please stay tuned and don't go away.
Netwealth comes on. Everyone needs a push in life. Anybody can be somebody, through development and building one's capacity, financially, health-wise. Everyone can be better.
My name is Dr. Kingsley Okonoda. I'm a consultant psychiatrist and certified management consultant. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Netwealth Consult Training and Development. At Netwealth Consult, we help individuals, organizations, and communities to actualize their potentials, to cope with normal stresses of life, work productively, and make meaningful contributions to society. We do this through our training seminars, workshops, and conferences on the issues of mental health promotion, peak performance, management consulting, and personal development. Among trainings, seminars, workshops that we have done for individuals and organizations like this, Netwealth Consult also holds the Strategic Planning and Goal Setting Seminar in the first week of January annually, as well as the Financial Independence and Wealth Creation Seminar on the 1st of October every year. We also have the issues of mental health promotions on the 10th of October, which is the World Mental Health Day, as well as the 26th of June, the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. We invite you to avail yourself of any of our trainings, workshops, and conferences at Netwealth Consult so that you can have the life of abundance that you deserve. Thank you very much.
Netwealth comes out. Everyone needs a push in life. Anybody can be somebody.
Welcome back. Our guest is Dr. Bwatyum Annah Gyang. She's consultant psychiatrist at the Jos University Teaching Hospital and fellow of the West Africa College of Physicians. Dr. Gyang, welcome to the program.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. You have been here before. However, I'm sure that our guests, our viewers at home, we still want to get to know you better. We want to know your background, where you came from, how you got here.
All right. Good evening, viewers. As you said, my name is Bwatyum Annah Gyang. Well, I would say I enjoy two places of indigenship as a woman. By birth, I'm from Bauchi State, Okonoda local government. But by marriage, I would say I'm from Barikin Ladi local government.
Okay.
Well, I'm a first in a family of 5. We have lost 1, so we are 4 now, and I'm married. I have 3 children between the ages of 3 and 11. I'm a psychiatrist. I actually have bias towards women mental health. I enjoy helping women to be mentally healthy and looking into issues that concern women. Currently, I take care of patients in the consultation liaison unit in my department, and that is taking care of mental health problems in people with other physical problems.
Okay.
I think in summary, that's who I am.
All right. Thank you very much. So you enjoy Dwa, good Bauchi and
Yes,
back in that. Okay, that's good. However, I'm curious, and I'm sure many people want to know. You know, when they talk about psychiatry, they are thinking of violent patients and all that, people on the street. You and I know that's not it. What would make a beautiful young woman like you come into psychiatry?
Okay. Thanks for the compliment. I think for me, as a young medical student, I think in my 4th year of medical school, when I started my clinical postings, I came in contact with a woman in the emergency unit of youth, you know, and then we used to pass through the casualty to get to our classes. And on this particular day, very early on in my clinical postings, I saw a woman in the casualty binding and casting demons. She was standing, you know, her relatives were holding her on both sides. And she kept binding and casting everything that was passing and the things that we could not see. And I passed for my class. That was before 8 o'clock. By the time I came out for my clinical experience in the ward, we still passed through the casualty around 10. She was still binding and casting. And when I came back at 2 o'clock, nobody was coming close to her. She was still there, binding and casting things.
Oh, really?
And then one of the resident doctors then, you know, came in. I was there in the casualty watching. And he spoke something to her. I don't know what he said. She sat down. And then he gave her an injection and she slept. And the question that kept going through my mind was, how sure are these people that this is not a spiritual issue? Why is she in the hospital? Why wouldn't they take her for deliverance? And so I think I became obsessed in trying to find out the difference between spiritual issues and mental health problems. And well, that informed my love for psychiatry, and I'm here.
Wonderful. Oh, so you were curious as per if that was a spiritual issue or not. Just like many of our viewers at home will be curious. In fact, some of them are not even curious. They say it with certainty that it's spiritual. But your curiosity led you to psychiatry. Okay, so what is your conclusion now after?
You know, after these years in psychiatry, I have come to the conclusion that yes, there are spiritual issues, but I think I can say with certainty that a lot of the things that we term spiritual are just illnesses. And you know, whenever I have a chance to speak in churches and, you know, to Christians, I tell them that if we can pay attention to mental health, I think that we are going to reduce some of the, maybe by 50%, some of the deliverance sessions we have, and I believe that some of the fastings we have too might even be reduced by 50% if we can just pay attention to mental health, because a lot of people are just ill.
I agree with you to a very large extent. I also had an experience, well, many experiences, but one that usually comes to my mind was when I was still a registrar, a patient that was brought to the hospital on the back of a man, and she was shouting, "Take me to church, it's spiritual, take me to church." But by the time I told that woman that, "Don't worry, I'm a prophet, come to deliver you," and a few weeks of treatment, she was so well that she wanted us to wanted that, like as if going to be a personal doctor patient thing. And I said, no, it's not, it doesn't work like that. So it goes to show that many of the things that we call spiritual are just things that people don't have a good understanding about. Okay, thank you very much with that background that you have given us. We are going to go straight into today's topic. You know, if you know what has been going on in recent times, there have been issues of rape. It has always been there, but once in a while it will come up in waves. I remember the case of the Cosby, and a lot of people came and said he raped them and all that, and now he's serving time and all that. However, what is rape?
Okay, I think rape has been given several definitions in law, in different societies. But being a physician, I think it's better to look at it from the health perspective.
Yes.
You know, the World Health Organization has defined rape as when there is contact, you know, of when there is penetration, whether it's slight, whether it's complete, or when there is forceful penetration of the vulva, that is the female reproductive organ now, or the anus, by a penis, another part of the body, or even objects. Sometimes this penetration, even if it's by coercion, it is also termed rape. I think that's how the World Health Organization defines rape.
Being a doctor, definitely your definition is biased towards health.
Yeah.
However, maybe it will throw up another question later on, which is coming later on, but let's quickly talk on it. From your definition, it's as if it's only a man that can rape a woman. Can't a woman rape a man?
It is possible, and I think it is possible men to get raped, either by other men or by women. And I think that the focus is women, because most of the people that get raped, in fact, some studies will say up to 90 or more percent of the people that get raped are women. But men can be raped either by men or by women. It happens.
So that definition is not captured. That definition does
well,
not
I
capture
think
that
it will capture it, because if you penetrate, whether it's the anus, by any other part of the body, which might be, well, I don't know if the vulva can penetrate the anus, but then even if it's the finger or anything of a man, you know, it is also termed rape.
It's all right. So I think that, you know, from the sociology point of view and everything, people will want to say, use a position of power to force somebody to have sexual intercourse will be termed rape too. Who then is likely to be raped?
Well, I think anyone can be raped. But then there are particular characteristics that make people more prone to being raped. You know, minors, children, are vulnerable to rape, whether they are females or males. And then those people that have challenges that leads them to having problems with expression. You know, the physically challenged, those with mental retardation, you know, the they might not be able to express themselves fully, they might not be able to protect themselves, the vulnerable. You know, people who are at a disadvantaged position, like, you know, in the offices, you know, junior officers can easily get raped. Even people that are under the care of others, like we have the internally displaced people who have to, you know, depend on others for their livelihood and protection. You find out that those people that are at an advantage, that provide the needs of these people, whether it's financially, materially, or even security-wise, you know, can rape them. Then we also have people that have problems like mental health problems. You know, those living with mental health disorders also are at risk of being raped, because a lot of them, you know, do not have the mental capacity to protect themselves. You know, when you look at other definition of rape, it talks about consent. You know, if a person can give consent to the act, ideally, every sexual relationship should come with consent. So things like mental health problems, you know, deprives one of the ability, you know, to give consent. The same thing with children, even if you don't think you forced them, for the mere fact that they are not up to the age of consent, any sexual activity with them will be termed rape. Then the economically disadvantaged, you know, people in low socioeconomic status who cannot really meet their needs, you know, they stand a greater risk of being raped, because they are almost always at the mercy of other people to help them, and then sometimes they can be manipulated, they can be coerced, and that could be the only tickets for getting what they really need. I think some of these factors make some particular group of people vulnerable to being raped.
All right, thank you very much. That's an extensive list of possible people that can be raped there. I will also add from what you have said now, maybe the elderly.
Yeah, the elderly.
Yes. One thing that is common to everybody that you have said here is that there are people who are under the power of another.
Yeah, disadvantaged.
Yes, disadvantaged. So people have said that rape is not about sexual urge. It's about one person exercising power over the other. And so there are people who have said that children, most especially, most people that rape are known to the people that they rape, or even known to their families, or even adults. Hardly will a random person just come and rape another, except maybe in cases of armed robbery and all those kind of things. What do you have to say about this?
I think it's true, because research has consistently shown, you know, sometimes some literature will say up to 70%.
70%.
Yeah, some would say over 50, you know, but in majority of cases, it is known people, you know, known to the victim, and a lot of times family members. Family members. Yes, they are the perpetrators of rape towards others, and as you said, you know, occasionally you have complete visitors, like you see in terms of war, in terms of kidnaps or armed robbery attacks. But those cases are the minority. You know, it is quite unfortunate that you know, sometimes you hear brothers raping sisters, sisters raping brothers, aunties raping, you know, their little nephews or cousins, you know, then the issue of house helps, you know, and people that are around the neighborhood. There will be
cases of fathers raping their daughters.
Yes, fathers raping their daughters, very well. And even mothers raping their sons. It happens. It
becomes very scary, because at least the Bible says male and female created he did. And so there must be male and female. There must be father, there must be daughter, there must be son, there must be mother, brother and sister. So how do people now mitigate against this issue of rape? How do you get to make sure that you don't get raped? At least for people who can do something about it.
Yeah, I think that the issue of rape has, if we must protect ourselves from being raped, I think it's something that should be multidimensional in approach from different, we have to approach it from different angles.
Okay.
You know, I think that as little as children are, you know, we need to teach them, you know, the basic concepts of sexual education. Children should know the parts of their body, what they are for, as early as possible. You know, there is no, as soon as the child can comprehend. And we need to show them that, look, this part of your body, your penis, your vagina, your vulva, your wherever, is not your breasts. They are your private parts. You know, there was recently this, well, some time ago, there was this short educational material that I think it was produced somewhere in the US that talk about pantysaurus and your private parts belong only to you. If anyone wants to touch it, you know, tell them no. And I remember we would sing it with my children, the older and the younger ones together. You know, but let people be aware. And I've noticed that since after we kept playing that, my son will always say, nobody should touch your bum bum, nobody should. Now, going further, even as a parent, start teaching your children to wash their private parts by themselves as early as possible. So that even when you're burdening them as a parent, when it comes to washing their private parts, they use their hands, they wash it by themselves. You know, that further tells them that this part is not supposed to be touched by anyone. So if my father, my mother would not want to touch my private parts, you know, nobody else should. And then as we go on, we need to teach children decency.
Okay.
You know, it's not an excuse. I personally do not believe that if ladies dress indecently, that is an excuse for men, you know, to rape them. But I sincerely believe, too, that we should not be the cause. You know, as a Christian, the Bible will say that we should not make others fall. You know, if you make another person fall, he will pay for his offense, but then you also have some guilt. So I think we should learn the basic concept of decency. For me, it does not matter, you know, the particular dressing, whether you want to be in skirts or trousers or whatever, but I think from a very early age, the concept of modesty and decency should be communicated to our children, both male and female. Then we need to train our children to respect one another. Okay. You know, males should learn to respect women. Women should respect men. So girls should respect boys and boys should respect girls. You know, if you're people of faith, like I am, you teach your children that the man, the woman, boy, girl, we're all created in God's image. We're all special. And it is not in our place to destroy, you know, what God has created. You know, so people should learn to place value on each other. And when a child grows up with sense of, you know, he knows that he is of value, and if the other person is equally valuable before God and in the society, then you know you treat each other with care. You would not want to infringe on another person's right. You would not want to invade another person's body, another person's mind. You know, doing that is beyond just bodily contact. You know, when you do that, you invade the person's mind. You invert the person as, you know, as an individual. So we need to do that. Then I think another dimension is that parents need really to be close to their children. The children should be open to discuss anything with the parents. You know, a lot of times, you know, research has shown that over 50% of, you know, over 70% actually of the people that have gone through rape have actually gone through it multiple times. And you ask yourself, so if it has happened once, it has happened twice, why can't these people talk? Why didn't they say anything about it? And a lot of times it's not as if they don't want to talk. They want to talk, but they don't feel anyone would understand. They don't feel that anyone would believe them. And sometimes these perpetrators use that now against them. They tell them, you know, someone said her brother raped her, and when she was trying to say it out, the brother said, no one would believe you. And that kept her quiet. But if we learn to believe these children, you know, on different things, you know, sometimes it can start with something like stealing. Maybe you know that the child has a habit of stealing, and on this particular occasion he's telling you, "Mommy, I did not steal," and you must be the one because you have the habit. You know, gradually the child begins to feel that the parents will not believe me. I can't talk to the parents about things, you know. A child is growing up and he says, "Oh, I like this girl," or "This boy is liking me," and then the response of the parents will be something like, "Did we send you to school to go and read, or we send you to go and do you want to become a prostitute?" You know, all these things.
Instead of using it as an opportunity to educate.
It creates a culture of silence. And so when children are going through this, they cannot talk. You know, sometimes I have met a lady who told me that it was as if the mother believed the house helps more than she believed her own daughter. You know, so sometimes we think we are training them and we don't allow them to come close. So we need to really make these people to come close. And then as a society, generally, to be able to, you know, we need to learn to believe people. We need to learn to be emphatic. For the fact that a person was raped, whether he or she was not dressed properly, comments like, "How did you, what were you doing there at night? What did you go to do in his house?" They might be valid, but they are not responses that we should give at the time, you know, when people are raped, because it creates a culture of silence. It creates a culture of self-blame, which I'm sure we are going to talk about, you know, shortly. So we need to be open, you know, to people, so that we need to also, whenever anyone is raped, let's validate their feelings. Let's make it that let's condemn the fact that rape is not okay, whatever the reason. Whether the person visited your house at night, whether she, you know,
whether she's walking around
she's walking around naked. You know, you just wonder why sometimes when you go out of the country, you see people walking around.
There are people who call themselves nudists.
The first time I was out, you know, in the Western world, my jaw actually almost dropped. I was visibly shocked, and I asked one of my friends that, "Are these not pants?" You know, she was laughing. "Not pants as in trousers,
yes,
panties as in
underwear.
People are walking around with them. So should we now say they should be jumped on and raped? Everybody should have self-control.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Dr. Gyang. You know, this is an area that I know you are passionate about. We all are. I've had an occasion where I spoke in a program like that, and somebody met me thereafter. That was the first time she would be talking about it. And this is something that happened over years. She couldn't tell her parents because they were not going to believe her. However, we need to go on a short break now. We have been talking on the issues of rape and what rape is, the profile of the person that can be raped and all that. When we come back, we will open the lines so that you can join us in our discussion. But before then, stay tuned and don't go away.
Netwealth comes up.
Hello there. My name is Dr. Kingsley Okonoda. I'm a consultant psychiatrist and certified management consultant. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Netwealth Consult Training and Development. At Netwealth Consult, we help individuals, organizations, and communities to actualize their potentials, cope with normal stresses of life, work productively, and make meaningful contributions to society.
My name is Oyewumi Olufemi. I've been following Dr. Okonoda for a while, but last year, October 1st, I attended a seminar at Netwealth. I've been having great fears in starting up a business, which I had lots of plans. They were just on paper. But after I came to the program, he said some things that just made me forget about my fears. My business has started and it's doing very, very well.
At Netwealth Consult Limited, we invite you to avail yourself of our trainings, workshops, and conferences so that you can have the life of abundance that you deserve. Thank you very much. Welcome back. We have been talking on rape, and our guest today has been Dr. Bwatyum Annah. She's a consultant psychiatrist at the Jos University Teaching Hospital and a fellow of the West African College of Physicians. definitely this is a topic that I know that we can't do it in one part, because already we are lagging behind in the time, and then there are so many things that we need to talk about. However, I know that many of our viewers will want to join us, and the number to call is there on your screen, and the number to send SMS to. Let me implore you that when you call, you lower the volume of your TV set. You hear yourself from the phone rather than from the TV. Otherwise, the line will not be clear enough, or it will drop. And then please send SMS to the SMS only line. If you call that line 100 times, it will not be picked. If you send SMS, the chances of your SMS being read is very great. And then call the call line. Thank you very much. We'll be expecting your calls and your SMSs. Dr. Gyang, we have been talking about rape. You have told us a number of things here. The question is there an upsurge of rape in Nigeria now? If yes, what is responsible?
Well, I think yes. I would say yes, even though it's not as if I have data or statistics to bring. But then recently there
we have a caller. Hold your thought there. Hello? 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 All right, we lost that call. Yes, go on.
Well, I think there has been upsurge, and if you look at the vulnerability factors towards rape, I think some of them that is factors. What makes people to be more liable to be raped.
Just hold your thoughts. We have a caller. Hello? Okay, good evening. You are on to Mindwealth for Life and Living. Hello? Hello? All right. Please, if you call, make sure you lower the volume of your TV set and then speak to us through the phone. You will hear us through the phone. Expecting to hear yourself from the TV, you will lose that call. Hello? Aha, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay. So, go ahead and make your contribution. Go on, we are listening.
Actually, I just want to know how can a woman rape a man?
Okay, thank you. Well, we'll answer you shortly. Thank you very much. Hello? Hello? Yes, what's your name and where are you calling from? Alright, we lost that one. Okay, just take the questions so that we will answer them in a batch. Hello? Hello? Alright, so we were talking about if there was an upsurge. Okay, there's another call here. Hello? 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 Aha. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Malik. I'm calling from Rantia.
Okay, Malik from Rantia. Yes, go ahead.
I just want to make some few comments in relation to what.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. It's a war, like he said of it in that context. Yeah, kind of, I think it will really go a long way. It's like, I'm making contributions about how we can like appeal
Yes.
the number of rape cases
Okay.
in the society.
Thank you very much, Malik. All right. So we were talking about of such
Yes.
and why.
Yeah, so I was saying that if you notice recently with crisis, attacks everywhere,
Okay.
you know, it makes people more vulnerable. We have more people in IDPs more than any other time. Well, at least in my knowledge of Nigeria, we have more people living on IDPs, more people displaced. Even if they are not in IDPs, they are with they have moved to live with relatives and being under the care of people because they have been displaced from their communities. So that makes them more, I think that increases the chances of, or that is responsible for one of the reasons why we have a high rate of rapes. And then the socio-economic problems that we're having recently, you know, things, we have more people who are poor, we have more people moving from higher social ladder to lower ones, and so it affects people.
We have a caller. Just hold your thoughts. Hello? 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 That person is shy. All right.
We also have, you know, these women are increasingly working these days, and so children are more under the care of others other than, you know, their parents.
Let's see if we can get somebody else to contribute. Please, can you lower the volume of your TV set? Aha. What's your name and where are you calling from? Sorry, we cannot hear you. Please, if you are calling, you have to lower the volume of your TV set and speak and hear us through the phone. That's the only way we can have a meaningful conversation. Hello? 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 Yes, okay. Can you speak a little louder? Hello? Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from? John. Okay. John from Jos. Please go ahead.
My question is, sometimes you will see parents buying some kind of clothes that is making their children look half naked.
Okay.
That's actually also sort of raising society, because if you your children half naked and making so. And another thing, not the parents doesn't have time to sit with their children.
Okay.
In order to teach them about this education, because the mother will wake up in the morning and go to her marketplace, the father does not always be at home. And many things are happening. And we have to bring up my sister that trying to holiday because this is really the problem we are having in society today.
Okay.
This one will let people
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you very much, John. Thank you for your contribution. We will answer your question also. All right. Okay, so you are talking about working mothers. That's also what John was talking about there. Yes.
And so children need to be in the care of others. You have to work. And so we have house help, we have other relatives living with us. Sometimes we take them to other places, you know. And just as he said, the issue of the sex education, you know, the time. A lot of times, if you work, by the time you come home and do one or two things, you're so exhausted.
But are you sure that this issue of sex education is about being exhausted, or that these are taboos that people don't like to talk about?
I have wanted to also add that apart from the fact that the time is not there, a lot of people are not even comfortable talking about sexual issues. And unfortunately, the children are more aware than we were before. You know, so they see these things. We are not around. We give them the DSTV, some of the programs we don't even know what they are all about. You know, yes. And then the issue of internet. You know, children have phones.
Hold your thought there. Let's see if we can have. Hello. Hello? We lost that call. So you were talking about
So
children being
children
exposed
have
to the internet.
information, yes, that someone said we're in the era of information overload. Children have so much information, and they don't, they are not able to filter the information by themselves. They don't know what is true, what is not true. And then the mind of the children is usually, so especially adolescents, is usually very inquisitive, that they want to experiment everything they find out. They don't know where the boundary should be.
Let's find out. Hello? Please, can you lower the volume of your TV set? Alex, okay, Alex, go ahead. Alex, go ahead, we are hearing you. Okay, we lost that call. Hello? Hello? What's your name and where are you calling from? Yes. Your name is? Huh? Your name is what? All right. Sorry. Okay. So.
Okay, so it's more of well, I think it's both ways. The time and then the comfort to talk about it. Sometimes we feel as if we talk about these things, we might be promoting some form of promiscuity or something in the family. Meanwhile, whether you like it or not, these children would hear it somewhere, somehow. Yes. So let them hear it right from you.
From you, the right
as the parents. Let them know this is the right thing to do. This is, and children are sexually aware now earlier than, as I said, we used to. My daughter, about almost a year ago, we were strolling, and out of the blues, we were just strolling and talking, and she said, "Mommy, what is pornography?" And I was actually taken aback, but I had to quickly comport myself and begin to talk about pornography. She was in year 5 when she did that. Primary school.
Okay.
And you would just be wondering, what does a child, I don't allow them to watch things anyhow, but they hear these things from outside, they read about these things, and so they get to hear
let's try to see
about them.
Hello? Okay, we lost that call. So they get to hear about them.
Yes.
We are saying it's better we direct them in their quest, in their curiosity,
Yes.
give them the right information, rather than leaving them and other people are the one filling the vacuum. Let's see if we can take this call. Hello? Hello? All right, I think people are shy. They pick the call and then they are not able to speak. All right, it seems to me that we have to come back because we have not even started talking about the consequences of rape on the survivors. I like to call them survivors rather than victims, because saying victim is more or less like stigmatizing them again. Let's see. Hello? Hello? Yes, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Marine from Bukuru. Can you lower the volume of your TV set or move away from it? Yes, go ahead now. Yes. Okay, thank you very much, Myron. If you are a Christian, you see that Paul was to a certain people, Apollos to a certain people. So maybe you are being called to the villages. We will partner with you so that we cannot be at every place. However, we are taking note of what you have said. There were some questions that were asked earlier. How can a woman be
How can a woman rape a man?
Yes.
It's very possible for a woman to rape a man.
Okay.
If a woman has sexual relationship with a child, a person who is below the age of consent. I think in Nigeria, age of consent is 18, and they talk about 16 for sex, and things like that.
Depending on states.
Yeah, yes. So it will mean that you actually coerce the person because he does not have that capacity to give you a consent. So no matter how it is done, that is rape. Now, a woman might also rape a man by either inserting her hands, it's sexual assault if you fondle with the privates of a man without him giving consent, or if you coerce him, or if you forcefully do that. Some times instruments can be used to, insert into the anus of the person, or if you make a child or someone that does not have ability to consent to either suck your breast or play with your own genitals, that's sexual assault and it's rape. So it is very possible for that to happen.
Okay.
Then someone adds that source of rape being half-naked dressing.
Yes.
And I said, yes.
Before you go on, let's see if we can get this person. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from? Elisha. Okay.
Yes.
Can you make a contribution quickly? Go ahead. Elisha is from Jos. Maybe that's all she wanted to tell us. It's all right. So, about the clothing thing.
Yes, in as much as if you're dressed half naked, for a person who wants to rape, you might make it a little bit easier for him to do that. But it's not an excuse. We said it earlier on in the program that even if a person is walking naked, you should have some measure of self-control as a person. And if you want to have sexual relationship with, look for somebody that would consent, to the sexual relationship. There is no point forcing another person. And if it gets to the court of law, it will not say
It will not say
that for the fact that the person was half dressed.
This particular edition, we are talking about the victims, the survivors. And I always tell people, it's true. Nobody has a right over your body. However, in order to prevent, these are some of the things that you need to do. When we get to talk about the perpetrators, because we are still going to talk about the perpetrators, we want to get to the mind of the perpetrators and all that. We will go to town as per how people should control themselves, how they should have grace over their emotions and all that. But for the person who is vulnerable, don't make it any easier for the predator. It's like stealing. If you leave the door of your house open, you don't go and argue that nobody has a right to my things, I can leave the door of my house open. You try to protect yourself. However, if I leave the door of my house open, nobody has a right to come into my house. When that person is caught, he will pay for it maximally. So that's one of the things, because people, especially a lot of feminists, they mix a lot of things together. When you are talking about how people should protect themselves, they say, no, you people are talking rubbish. People cannot have power. We know, but somebody should protect himself because of ourselves. But once it happens, it's like a broken egg, a broken shell. It can never go back to the normal. Well, I think that we will be rounding up now, because definitely you have to come back, because we have not even gotten to the issue of the consequences of rape. And you and I know that there are many things that are involved, and that's one of the reasons why we are telling people about this. However, before you go, there is a question that comes up here and now, from time to time, where people say, is it possible for there to be rape in marriage?
Well, I think yes, even though, it's a bit dicey.
Okay.
Legally, it can be viewed from the fact that once you get married, you have given consent, for sex. But I believe that any sexual act should be mutual. And I think for those of us that are Christians, even the Bible, supports that it's supposed to be for mutual satisfaction.
Yes.
So it's not just for the man to enjoy alone or the woman to enjoy alone. So if there are problems in regarding to that, it is not a complete or a wholesome sexual relationship. Now, there are some, today we are not talking about the mind of the rapist, as you say, but permit me to just mention quickly that there are some people that just enjoy the concept of inflicting pain on other people. And I have heard women talk about their men, jumping on them, sometimes even injuring them in the process of the sexual relationship. Sometimes the woman can, even though sometimes it can go the other way when women say they are tired all the time because they want to escape it. But when a woman is genuinely tired or she is not doing well or something, and then the man comes and insists, sometimes they say things, I have already paid, the right price, or I've already paid for this. But I think it is important to know that whenever you're having a sexual relationship with your wife or your husband, it has to be consensual. It's not a thing of force. If there is a problem that the man or the woman is always saying, I am tired, is always not wanting sex, I think the solution should not be in raping the person, rather in finding out, why is this person like this? Because a lot of people have been raped themselves. And when we talk about the consequences, we'll see that in marriage, they experience genuine pain whenever the husband comes. And so they are a bit, they withhold themselves, they don't want to. Jumping on such a person and forcing him is technically rape, and it's not right. So I believe that, yes, a woman can be raped by her husband. Well, probably a man. There are some aggressive women, very aggressive, that since I've heard that women can also beat men and force them into something, so it is also possible that that could happen,
What about the issue of, let's look at it from the other point of view. We talk about rape being an issue of power, power over the other. What about women who now use their sexual power over their husbands?
Okay, like manipulation.
So manipulation. So because they want to manipulate things, they withhold sex. That's a form of abuse.
It is abuse. It's sexual abuse.
Yes,
really.
abuse. They withhold sex, and when the man becomes frustrated, of course, we all say that no matter the provocation, shouldn't. But is that not an issue that should be looked into?
Yes, and as I said earlier on, when these things are happening, I believe rather than rape, rather than force, we should understand. Sometimes when people are manipulative, I'm not also trying to excuse the women. Sometimes they do it for lack of knowledge. There are people that, as they are growing up, from home, they tell them, that's sexual power, that's the power you have. So they are taught to manipulate. There is this misconception that when you want anything, you wait until the man wants sex, and then you come and say, bring your demands until they are being met. That is manipulation. Biblically, it's not right. I'm not sure of the other religion, but I don't think it's permissible. But when that is happening, what the woman needs is education. What the woman needs is counseling, so that she understands it, from a better perspective. Yes, that's abuse. From a better perspective. Withholding sex all the time from your partner, whether it's man or woman, it's actually a form of abuse.
It seems to me, from what you are actually saying, there is only the men that seems to desire sex from their wives. Don't wives desire sex?
They do. In fact, there are women.
Because these are the languages
there are
that
marriages that have gotten to the point of divorce because the man does not satisfy the woman, depending on. Generally, it is more like that because women are a little bit more inhibited. You might have the urge, but you will not do anything about it. It doesn't mean that they don't want to. But most of the time, you find out that it is men that are asking for. But even a man sometimes can punish the woman by withholding sex, which is also a form of emotional abuse.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Gyang. We have been talking with Dr. Gyang, consultant psychiatrist at the Jos University Teaching Hospital, who is also a fellow of the West African College of Physicians. We have been talking on the issues of rape. We have looked at what constitutes rape. We have looked at the possibility, those people who are vulnerable to being raped. And we have looked at what parents can do about it, what the vulnerable people can do about it. And you have also given us some questions and made some contributions to the program. Before we go, let me quickly read this text that we got. So a lot of people were calling this line, but I must reward the person that sent the text. He said, "Hi, presenter. I am deeply in love with your program. Keep it up, from Polycarp Gyang in Dong, Jos City." Thank you very much, Polycarp, and we'll make sure that you get the best of your time anytime you are on this program. It is on this note that we will wrap up the program today. We are going to bring Dr. Gyang back so that we will talk about the consequences of rape. And it's not only going to be that, it's going to be a we are going to have multiple episodes of this program, because we are going to bring the lawyer, we are going to bring a pathologist. If somebody is raped, what should be the first thing to be done? So in order to preserve evidence, and because a lot of times people want to get to the law courts, evidence has been contaminated and people are not being punished. The victim doesn't get justice, and people say people are getting away with it. What should be done? We are going to bring the policemen to also talk about what should be done and all that. So it is on this note that we are wrapping up the program. I want to thank everybody that have been instrumental to the success of the program, people working in the background, my producer, Mr. Patrick Dung, and the acting director, general manager and all that, and of course my own backroom staff. You can still continue to interact with us as you send your SMS to our dedicated line, the SMS line there, 07050245234. Or you can also make your comments on our Facebook page. It's on your screen. Until we come your way, same time, same station next week, I still remain your host, Dr. Kingsley Okonoda, saying bye for now and God bless.
Netwealth comes up. Everyone needs a push in life. Anybody can be somebody, eh? Through development and building one's capacity, financially, health-wise. Everyone can be better, 'cause we're taking you higher, eh? You can be entertaining, so educated, making you so independent.